I've recently noticed that a lot of people have been playing Pokémon X and Y again, some for the first time, and some for a second or third time even. It seems that a lot of people are trying to get into the Kalos mood for the upcoming Pokémon Legends ZA. There are a lot of different interesting things about these games, like the way Vivillon and its patterns work, or the mystery of the power plant, but this isn't a video about these things, but about one specific location that has been troubling people since the launch of the games. The Friend Safari, a place where you can catch a lot of rare Pokémon, some that aren't even available in the wild normally. But there's a big problem. There's a little teensy tiny word in front of Safari. Friend. I don't know what that means, I've never talked to someone in my life. Now, jokes aside, the Friend Safari is only accessible if you have friends on your 3DS. You know, the whole friend code stuff. And if you have someone's friend code, it creates a specific safari in the Friend Safari. It will always be the same and can never be changed unless you reset your 3DS to factory settings. One Friend Safari always contains 3 Pokemon. However, you won't be able to get all 3 at the start, but more on that later. As I already mentioned, there's a lot of different safaris. All 18 types can be represented by a safari, and each type usually has 10 to 12 different Pokemon that you can get from the respective pools. Sadly, however, these Pokemon you get from your friends can't be changed. Recently, with the resurgence of X and Y, a lot of people are trying to fill up the Friend Safaris until the 3DS servers shut down, which is in just a few weeks if you watch this video close to its upload date. And due to that, a lot of people are scrambling. Some people are even worried that the Friend Safari is going to become lost media because of its friend integration system. However, rest assured, your friends are saved on your system. And from what I understand, you will still be able to get new friends from systems that were online at least once, or from local systems. But what if you don't want to buy 100 3DS consoles just to fill up your Friend Safari? Or what if you don't even want to talk to a different person entirely just to get their friend code? I wish it was possible to get 3DS friends without having to socialize at all. Well, my dear viewer that might think that, there's a way. Matter of fact, you can fill up your entire friends list with this solution. All you need is a hacked 3DS, a completed copy of X or Y, because the town where the Friend Safari is located is a post-game one, a computer, a micro SD to USB reader type thing so that your PC can read your SD card, the 3DS dev apps, and PKSM. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But if you can scrounge up all the hardware, it's a fairly easy process. Also, I'm not going over how to hack your 3DS, there's plenty of guides out there. Anyway, let's begin. You start by plugging in the SD card into your computer. Now you should be able to go to the root of the SD. Next, live recording me is going to take over and explain further what to do. Take it away, John! Alright, as you can see, I'm on my computer right now, and yeah, the next few steps have to be taken on here because that's just how it be, you know. Anyway, if you want to get this application, just type in this link, the Internet Archive, archive.org/details/3ds-dev-apps, and it takes you to this site. Yeah, this is basically the thing that you have to download. You just click on zip, and then you can see that it wants to download the 3DS dev apps. Just save for you, and once you have it downloaded and you open the file, you are gonna see that there is a single folder in there. When you click on it, you see that there's a bunch, and I mean a bunch of different development software in here. What interests us, however, is the Friend Add tool 5.2.2. the CIA of that, as well as the TXT corresponding to it, because without that file the software will not work. You can just copy and paste those two. I usually just copy paste the entire thing because, I don't know, maybe I want to play around with some of the other dev apps at some point, you know? So, as you can see, this is the root of your 3DS, and I just made a new folder called dev apps. If you're gonna scroll through with FBI, you know, for the install, you might as well make it somewhat noticeable. And then you just drag and drop everything onto the folder. And that's it. Now it's all on the root of the DS. But yeah, that's basically all you need to do on your computer. Now you could just eject it and put your SD card back into the computer. Alright. I'm on my phone now, and I'm going to show you what you have to do next. You go to FBI, you stay on your SD, then you go to your dev apps folder. Now as you can see, there's all the different kinds of software in here. What interests us is the friend tool. There we go. Now You click on install CIA and it's gonna install it, yes. And that's it. Now it is installed, and as you can see, it's on the home menu right now. Now let's go onto the software itself. And now it says friend add tool, number of friends 21 in my case, my friend code is, and no friend code is found in the SD card. Now, if you want to register dummy friends, which I'm guessing you want to do, because that's the whole point of the video, you just have to press L and A. Trying to load file and SD card, failed to open file, add dummy friends to fill friend list was full, and 21 remaining codes was skipped, added 79 friends, and saved changes. Now, I don't think you necessarily need the file itself, but I think the first time I tried it, it didn't work without the file, so just, you know, have it somewhere in on your SD card, and it's just gonna spam your friends list full with dummy friends. You can also, as you can see, remove all your dummy friends again, if you want to, you know, get rid of them en masse. Or you can remove all of your friends, for various reasons, I guess. That's one way of doing it. Yeah, and now, when I go to the home menu, and to the friend list, as you can see, it says 100 now. Previously it was 21. And as you can see, there's a bunch of dummy girls now. It's gonna fill up your friends list every time. If you want to get all of the dummy girls, just make sure you have a console with no friends whatsoever. So yeah, that's basically how you do it on the 3DS. As you can see, I'm now on my 3DS with the capture card again. There's probably one big question that you've been thinking about all video. We've done all these different things to get where we are now. And there's still one big hurdle. How do we unlock the third slot of these safaris? Now in my case, they already are unlocked. So there's an easy way of doing this, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But in case you don't know, the way X and Y do friend safaris is something, alright? Basically, when you add someone as a friend, whether they have the game or not, the first two slots, in this case a Spearow and a Hoot Hoot, are always unlocked. However, the third slot, where Atropius is in this case, will be locked, and you won't be able to encounter Atropius in this case. The way you would unlock it normally is if that friend that you added is playing X and Y online right in the same moment as you do, that's how you unlock the third slot. So you basically have to be online at the same time. You have to coordinate it in some cosmic way, I guess. Since these aren't actually real people, they're just, you know, test dummies. They're never gonna go online. But there's an easy way around this. The answer is a little program called PKSM. It's a Pokemon save manager by the same people that worked on Checkpoint. And yeah, the way you download this is pretty easy as well. Let me show you. You go to FBI. And the second last option, remote install. And there's a little option called scan QR code. That way you don't have to unscrew your 3DS backplate if you have a new 3DS XL, for example, and, you know, download it manually. This way you can just download it straight up from the website itself. You just have to Google PKSM and it should be the first result. It's a GitHub page. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's going to be a QR code. Matter of fact, it's this one right now. And as you can see, it recognized the QR code and I could, if I wanted to, install the software right now. And after you've downloaded it, you're gonna have the software. Now let me show you what you're supposed to do. As you're gonna see, if you have a digital version of the games, it's gonna show up under the installed games tab. Or if you just want to do something with the virtual console games, you just have to tap on the virtual console games tab over there. But that's not the point of this video. As you can see, there's the icon for Pokemon X, and you just press A, it's automatically backing up a save. And yeah, that's the main menu. What it's supposed to do next is go onto scripts. And at the very bottom of it is a little script called friendsafari.c. And once you activate this code, or script, A to continue, as you can see, all Friend Safari slots unlocked and revealed. And now you can go back into the game and enjoy all the slots of the 100 bots that you've worked for. Now keep in mind, if you use your copy of X or Y that you've done on a specific console, in this case, for example, my Capture Card 3DS, and if I take out the game and put it into a different 3DS, the safaris are gonna be closed again, or, you know, have to be unlocked again because you have a different friends list in most cases. So you have to go through the same process again. And once you put it back into this console, I'm pretty sure you also have to unlock the slots again because, you know, different friends and stuff. So I would recommend you just let the game be in one console and don't switch around or something. And yeah, that's basically all you have to do. So yeah, voice recording me is going to take over now and talk about some of the little things that still have to be considered. Well, we finally did it. We filled up our friends list and have a bunch of new safaris. However, there is a pretty major issue. Despite what one might assume, all 100 dummy friends do not contain every Pokemon that can be caught in the friend safari. Matter of fact, I'd say a fifth, maybe even a quarter of all Pokemon can't be caught still. So if you want to catch or shiny hunt one of those Pokemon, you still have to go look for someone with the right safari. But some interesting one like Spiritomb, for example, can be caught using the dummy safaris, so I would recommend you take a look at what is available. Matter of fact, I made a spreadsheet that contains all 3 slots of all 100 dummies, with an additional list of every Pokemon that can't be caught in any of them. That should save you guys a lot of time. Also, in case some of you are wondering, all of these safaris are predetermined because of the friend code, and since everyone gets the same dummies, the safaris are the same for you as they are for me. But yeah, I think that should be it. I hope that the safaris are of your liking. If not, I can't help you with that. But I know some people who will be able to help you. For example, the r/friend safari subreddit on, well, Reddit. That's where I got a good chunk of my initial friend codes from. There's also a website called safaricode.com where you can add pretty much all of these people from the website. You just have to, you know, let them know, reply to them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. I hope you learned something. I hope I gave you a few more Pokemon that you might have not been able to shiny hunt before. Or maybe this entire process was a waste for you because all the Pokemon you wanted to hunt are not in those safaris. In that case, I'm sorry. But yeah, this was just a quick video because I randomly got the idea and I was like, holy shit, no one has done this before, so I need to capitalize on this. Okay, anyway, next video is not gonna be a Pokemon video, and the one after that is probably gonna be a sort of, I guess, retrospective of me playing through the entirety of Scarlet and Violet, including DLC and Epilogue. It's gonna be a long video. And yeah, and if you're new here, check out my previous 2 videos. I mean, they're pretty good. Anyway, talk to you guys later.